Well, hello, 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 hello. It's me again, Joy, randomly coming to you with another video. So this is day two, and on day two, we got a couple things going on, okay? Besides the fact that it's rapidly turning into fall, and besides the fact that my flag is wrinkled and I need to take it down and iron it, everything is going well. Everything is going wonderful. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm working day by day. And I just want to say that I'm happy and I hope you're happy too. And if you weren't happy before you got on this video, I hope that makes you happier. Okay? So guess what's going on, y'all? Marcus Jordan said he sent Larsa Pippen back to the streets following the breakup. Okay. That's what he said. He said he sent her back to the streets. Now I'm a little confused about that because she's older than him and she was established with her husband, Scottie Pippen, for so much longer, than he's been in his earning years. And he's Michael Jordan's son, you know? So so I'm like, it's not that I don't think he's doing anything in the world on his own that's magical and worthwhile, but you sent my girl back to the streets now. I don't even know her like that. Like, just putting a disclaimer out there. When I say my girl, I just say because I'm a girl's girl. So I'm rooting for all women. So seeing that you sent one of my girls back to the street, I'm like, how you gonna say that? So, I don't know much about their situation. I know they broke up. I know they were dating. I know that was a shock because of their age difference and blah blah blah. And I know a big deal was made out of it. And I know that since their breakup, pretty much now they just poking at whether or not they're gonna get back together. Looking at them two individually, seeing who they with, trying to make storylines. Are they dating this person? You know how celebrity gossip goes, celebrity culture goes. But for me, all I got to say is you ain't send her back to the streets. Okay, she had money before she knew you. She gonna have money after you. Her last name is just as important as yours. So, all right, cool. All right. So what else going on? Kendrick is keeping his foot on Drake's neck now that everybody know about the Super Bowl. You know what? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. This got to be the biggest win in a rap beef ever known. Okay? This man literally had a concert for the one song, the one song that he smashed. Because, first of all, They Not Like Us is something that everybody can see. I feel like, you know what? Dare I say it? The kids need to be at their graduation singing this. They just do. It's I Believe I Can Fly on steroids, okay? It's uh what's that other graduation song? Right there by the ocean. I don't know the words, I forgot, but I know it in my head. Like, if you know what I'm talking about, put it in the comments. Okay, so that song is definitely blew out the water. Because when I say I every time I even hear a whiff of that song, I want to start crip walking and ain't seen, ain't known, ain't ever been around a crip ever in my life. I haven't even been to California, okay? But I promise you, they not like us. They not like us. And I just think that the fact that he was able to make a cultural statement song as an answer to the allegation, and the allegations, and I might be biased. The allegations to me were like really bad. I don't feel that Kendrick pointed out the possibility of pedophilia coming from Drake and Drake's camp until he messed with his family, until he said family matters and said what he said about his fiance and his children not being his. Like, to me, Drake went low And Kendrick Lamar was like, I'm going to HE double hockey sticks because so when I hear that song, it's the ultimate commencement song because do you know how much goes against our students? Some of our students show up to school, no pencils, no pens, no papers, not even clean clothes. Especially here, in urban Chicagoland, having had the privilege to teach in a multitude of schools back when I first graduated from college, I got to see the discrepancy of what is offered in certain zip codes and what is not available in others. Okay. And so when those kids who have a lot going against them, not just puberty, not just an overbearing parent, but like more. Some of them wish they had a parent to be overbearing. When they graduate, they deserve a song. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They deserve to be able to sing something that says, I did it and I'm gonna keep on doing it. And you can't do it like me, boo. So I don't know, like that's just like that's one of my random rambles, just about the fact that that beef, it ain't even a beef no more. Like they said what they said, but Kendrick finished it. He finished it in my opinion. So that's that. So now he's doing the Super Bowl, and he got to perform not like us. You know you do. You already done did the concert with just the one song, and you did the song like 4 or 5 times. And come on, like A minor. Come on, like this is real life, but this deserves Super Bowl. I don't care what nobody say. I love Lil Wayne. I've been reading about the discussions about him being snubbed and pushed to 2025 possibly, and Nicki Minaj speaking out about Jay Z's involvement in that snub, and those things may very well be true. We know that and secrets, money and secrets help make decisions and or change them. So we know that. But I still say Kendrick deserved it. He deserved it. He deserved it. And when he go out there and he performs things like, damn, things like that's the name of the album. But things like I'm a Kendrick fan, but like I'm more of a pseudo fan. Like I'm a fan through people I care about. I'm a fan because my ex-husband was a fan, and my brother-in-law is a big fan, and me and my brother-in-law are like thick as thieves. So whenever something revolving around K Dot comes up, guess what? Me and my brother-in-law, I'm like, did you see that? Did you see all the eggs, the goose eggs or Easter eggs in the video? Did like so just because I know people that I love and cherish that really, really love him, that makes me a big fan. But as far as like knowing every project, I know they're magnificent. I know that there are songs that are historical and of a historical prevalence or they matter. They matter to our culture. But when I say I'm proud of that young man, I'm proud of. Look, I'm proud of him. Okay, so he makes me happy watching his career bloom in this era, the era of they not like us, because Drake had a really good run. Okay, Drake had all us in our feelings. Whether it was yeah, I'ma get him even though I'm not a real gangster, or whether it's I met someone new last night and I kicked it. Oh, y'all know he's a vibe. He is definitely a vibe. Okay, but K Dot is an educational. I almost called him an educational experiment. And the reason being is because I feel like if we really listen, mhm, mhm. So the fact that he's gonna be at the Super Bowl halftime, I'm definitely going to be taking some deeper listening. Taking some time to do some deeper listening. So that's K Dot. Okay, so what's going on? Um, okay, we know about Nikki. Oh y'all, oh y'all. I've been trying not to touch this. Michigan inmate awarded $100 million in sexual assault lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs. $100 million. There was a time, way back when, where I was in a class, a psychology class. Was it human psychology, or it was one of them psychology classes with one of my very, not even one of, with my favorite professor. And the final project of the class was to pick a celebrity to discuss and pretty much analyze and give supporting research to support what you have decided about their personality. Matter of fact, must have been personality or something like that, developmental psychology, one of those. I don't know. It's been a while. I ain't been in college in over a decade. But so I had chosen Sean Puff Daddy Combs, which I believe at the time he was Puff Daddy still. And I that project was worth a lot of my grade. And I wrote quite a bit, and I got scared. I got scared as I researched into how he became famous and how he became who he was at that time. And just, the amount of deaths and abuse and shadiness around circumstances that involved him and how he was managing to some kind of way get out of that unscathed, yet people were dying around him. People were going to prison around him. People were doing a lot of things that to me they should have been looking at with this man. And so at the meaty part of my research paper, I had ended up putting that I felt from a clinician's point of view, wasn't a clinician at the time, but that was part of what we were learning to do. Um, that he was hiding something, and that he was hiding even more than what page 990 on Google was feeding at that time. Um, I thought at the time it was as simple as he was hiding his true sexuality. And I also thought that there was some legal matters that may or not need to be looked into closer. Biggie's death. But I was 20. I was just writing a paper that never even got turned in. And so now, 3,000 years later, seeing all of this unfold is so ratchet to me. Like I'm literally sitting like every time I see an article down, I'm like, yeah, I could have told you that would have happened, or I could have told you that happened. I'm not into like tearing people down, but I'm also not into neglecting common sense. And if one person says it, it's already something that needs to be looked into. But if multiple people are saying this man is something that is not normal in an evil sense, hun, hun, look closer into it and get him off the streets, right? So whatever healing, we've all obviously we're past his pseudo apology video to Cassie that he didn't mention her name because of the legal ramifications and all that stuff. But to me, if you're really sorry, ain't no judge in the world that can keep me from saying, I'm sorry, Cassie. That's just I'm not judging him in hate. I'm judging him in love. I told y'all I judge in love. If I am sorry, honey, I'm saying sorry right now to you for what I did. I'm not gonna get on here and be like, that was fuck. I lied. Oh, it was so bad. Oh, it was so bad for you. You aren't the one getting hit. So, anyways, I digress. Domestic violence is never okay. I agree that victimizers have often been victimized themselves. I agree that they are still human. But I also agree that they should get their punishment in the eyes of the law, of course. So that's all I got to say about that. Let me see what else. What else has been big for me? Uh, oh my God, the OnlyFans creators bank 6.63 billion in payouts last year. I'm getting on OnlyFans. Time I was on OnlyFans. But OnlyFans is not just for like sexual content and stuff like that. People are teaching classes, they are giving, a more in-depth look into their lives if you care. I might do that one day. I might get back on there. But definitely I see the value in it. I already told you I see the value in using asynchronous earning, or the ability to do so. And so may get on there in the future. Other than that, girl, they better leave Miel Organic CEO alone. They talking about they lost hair. Is that how you say that? Miel Organics, Miel, Miel. See, that's why you gotta have insurance because I remember I had started a tea company actually called Lorraine Elise Naturals. And it was tea and it was cruelty-free beauty products and I had a lot of great products that, I really stood by that were made by others and some were made by me in house. And this was like during the pandemic, so I was trying to answer the call to my dream of that, but also to the dream of helping keep my people safe. So I sold masks, hand sanitizers, oh, you name it. I was giving people stuff for free. If you bought two, I gave you two. If you bought three, I gave you five. Like, like I was just because we needed the elders and the people who are susceptible to have access to ways to keep themselves safe. And I was home delivering this stuff. I was pulling up, like, here go your mask, here go your hand sanitizer, here go your bleach wipes. Stay safe. Love you. Thanks for zelling me. Bye. Like I was really, really, really into that. And then people were also buying my teas, which those were, organically sourced, of course, and then packaged by me in a loving way. And my best selling one was the lavender one. Lavender has a lot of calming effects, and we know that lavender can soothe those who desire to be soothed. And so that was a great time in my life. As a matter of fact, do I still have? Um, I feel like I still got a bag or two around here. But I closed that down. I closed that opportunity down and I started like more sort of focusing on achieving that good job. And so I've spent a few years getting jobs and, building my career and leaving for higher salaries and doing that whole matrixy thing. And now I am a semi-retired probation officer. That's what I am. So I'm no longer an active officer, but I am. That was my last position. And oh God, I got so many stories. I can't wait to tell y'all about that. But yeah, Miel need her insurance to take care of that. I remember when I was shopping for insurances, and I'm like, I gotta have something because if these babies use this tea and try to say the tea ain't saved their life, it did something to their life. I gotta be ready. Um, you got to, because it could happen. It could happen at any time, and it doesn't have to be intentional. The favorite word to throw around is negligence. Okay. And so I never wanted to be sued for negligence and have to pay out of my own pocket. So I wanted to make sure I had insurance. And so I advise everybody that sells something, especially something that can be consumed, please make sure you have your insurance. Please make that a priority. When you start to see your business turn up some profits, make that a priority. Is having some sort of insurance, okay? And then that's all I got to say about that too, okay? I don't want this video to be too long, so it was really good talking to you guys today. This is day 2 of my randomness. I have a lot of interest, if you haven't noticed, and I plan to continue to post, continue to dive more into those, continue to get to know you all that are watching. So as I said, here's my command. Please make sure you subscribe. Please make sure you share. Please make sure you save these videos and come back to them. Please make sure you reference them as you talk to other people who may be interested. And I just really appreciate you helping me grow, and I hope I help you grow a little bit as well. So bye bye for now, and have a wonderful evening, day, week, month, year, and I hope to see you soon.